Thank you very much for taking my question. Um,
Thank you
I just
very
want,
much for asking the question.
you're welcome. Uh, I would like your perspective on creating divine partnerships and what that looks like from your perspective when creating relationships with other people, romantic connections. Um, what the, in your view, what the highest expression of divine partnership looks like?
Anything that you create in your life, if you are moving for the creation to offer an optimal experience for you, again, as in the last two conversations, is the understanding that you want to vibrate the energy frequency of unconditional love with as many topics in your life as you can. Broad, general unconditional beliefs can be just as important within the structuring of the framework of a divine relationship being experienced here in the physical. The operative movement, then, the deliberate movement, then, would be to purposefully direct your energy to the unconditional. For the more in harmony you are with your own divinity in physical form, meaning resonating the energy of unconditional love, of unconditionalism, the more joyous any experience will be. In particular, here regarding creating divine partnerships, then it is important, as in the last question, to examine what your distorted beliefs about relationships would be. And are any of those beliefs leaning into the distortions of limitations, meaning leaning into the distorted view of conditionalism? Where there is conditionalism, as I have discussed in other sessions, there is negative energy frequency being emitted. And again, realities and experiences that are being created from distorted negative energy are going to create, in your terms, as you understand it, distorted negative outcomes. If you are moving into what you are terming a divine relationship, which is by definition then an unconditional one, meaning there are no conditions to the that are interacting within the relationship. It is the giving and the receiving of love without the distortion of conditions. In that way, the relationship, the divine partnership, then has created an energy frequency of its own, When one divine being partners in a relationship with another divine being and they come together to form the relationship, they have created a third energy. Then originally there was the energy of the one divine partner and then the separate energy of the other divine partner. If both partners can enter the relationship, then both from the frequency of unconditionalism, which is closest to divine love, and they come together in this framework, they have created then a third energy resonance that they can use to experience physical reality together from this framework of this created third energy. Oftentimes, what happens is you have one partner and another partner, both unlimited, eternal, divine beings, of course, naturally, howsoever, coming into the relationship with distorted beliefs about relationships, each coming to the relationship with their own energy frequencies and then coming to merge it into a third energy frequency. And this is a very good question, because then the question becomes, what are the two energy frequencies of the two divine partners? And then understanding the two energy frequencies that are being emitted by the two people, what is the nature of the third energy that has been created? You see, as I have said before, energy is everything. The energy is going to determine the alignment with love, the alignment with unconditionalism, and the alignment with joy if the third energy is more unconditional than not. Let me say it differently. There are partnerships where one divine partner vibrates from a belief system that is mostly unconditional, and the other partner is not vibrating at the same energetic tempo. And they have come together to form a third energy. And the third energy is a reflection of both the unconditional nature of the one partner and the conditional nature of the other. You can imagine then what's going to happen as a result of this third energy. Yes?
Yes.
And when you think in terms of energy, it would behoove you to understand the importance then of creating a partnership, that third energy level, with another divine being who is also resonating more unconditional, more in alignment, not with you, more in alignment with their authentic divine energy themselves. If they are not harmonious and in alignment with their own divinity, and you are, you understand there will be a process. And within that process of challenges, within that process of distortions, will be what you call the work. It will be a reflection of how much joy can be experienced, how much growth can the new energy experience together then. And so when you think in terms of creating divine partnerships, you must understand that what you're saying is you're wanting to create that third energy by bringing the two energies together. Disregarding what those two energies are is a fatal flaw of most relationships then, you see. And so why I suggested in the beginning, if you are seeking to create a divine partnership, whether you are in one already or you would like to create a new one, the process, the recommended process is the same: to be mindful of the energies that you are co-creating with. Yes? And understand this too. Again, your life is a holographic image of your belief systems, of your own thoughts about yourself and about a myriad of things. The person that you co-create, that you attract into the realm of possibility of creating a relationship, is interacting with you at the vibratory level of your belief systems, you see. And it is important for you to be able to understand that distinction, because if you are wishing to continue your journey into unconditionalism, but you have attracted a partner that is emitting, let me say it differently, is reflecting the energy of where you stand right now, it will feel like you are in harmony with that person. You will think that the two persons are in alignment, but of course you are, because the person in your hologram is a reflection back of your own belief systems. So of course it's going to appear harmonious. However, upon further examination of the energies themselves, the level of conditionalism that may be present in a potential partner is only a reflection of the conditionalism that resides in your own belief structures. And if you can observe potentially creating a relationship like that, then at some point you're going to have to observe what your belief systems are. And based on examining those belief systems, you're going to have to decide, is that really the relationship that you want to create? Or do you want to experience something different, something unconditional? If you have conditions in your own belief structure, then the person you attract is going to be a reflection of those conditions. So then you have this divine partner operating at a conditional framework regarding relationships, attracting another conditional partner. On its face, they seem like they're in alignment, but conditional and conditional in the area of relationship and joining those two energies to create the third energy created what? A conditional relationship. You understand?
Yes.
So the approach then to creating a divine partnership is one of an examination process. And through that process, you will have choice points and decisions on what conditions are relevant to you and what conditions are not. And understand that all of them are conditions. So, do you want to experience the conditions, or do you want to experience a relationship that is vibrating at the energy frequency of unconditional love? Because if that is what you want, and if that is why you are calling it a divine partnership, then you must become first the thing that you want to experience. You must alter the distortions in your belief systems about relationships first. And after you have altered the distorted beliefs and altered them into unconditional beliefs, that is going to be the vibratory set point from which you want to attract your partner. The question becomes here, what vibrational set point, meaning your energy frequency, regarding relationships have you attracted? And it is a question that would be true for everyone. Then, wishing to create a new relationship or wishing to alter an existing relationship, you begin to see the process is the same for either. You understand? Because everything is energy. And that is the confusion that happens to most. They attract a partner who is a reflection, of course, of the vibration of their belief systems about relationships. And so the attraction of the partner at that vibratory level feels harmonious, feels in alignment. And most people do not go the extra step in examining the energy frequencies that may be present in each partner regarding the distortions of conditionalism then. And so then the confusion comes in that you have attracted a partner that seems very much in alignment with your energy, which is true. And so then you think because that relationship feels in alignment, then you are creating a divine partnership that resonates at the level of unconditional love, which is not true. And so here is the leading cause of disappointments. You think that because it felt in alignment to where you stood today, that you were going to have an unconditionally loving relationship. But if both partners are resonating the distorted energy of conditionalism regarding relationships, this is the kind of relationship that's going to be created in the third energy. You understand that?
Yes.
And so it is.
That's some work to do. Thank you very much, Seth. I appreciate it.
It's good work, though.
Yeah.
It is fun work. It is joyous work. And it is the work you came to do.